On a day when an in-service training was scheduled here for UT Extension agents, instead we're extracting thick brush from a creek bed. This mess was deposited by heavy rains and floodwaters.
An inch of rain fell, and then 10 or 11 more inches fell on top of it.
UT Extension agent Brad Greenfield is working to clear some of the flood debris along Jones Creek, a tributary of the Harpeth River in Dickson County. Here, UT Extension has been conducting a year-old research project to keep cattle from contaminating the stream and to improve water quality. Greenfield says things were going well.
You don't see the cattle loafing in the water as much. They get their drink and they go on. And even just from the short time that we've had this in here, you can see a lot more activity from some of the species that are in the water, how clear the water is.
That's the goal, cleaner water. Livestock can be a real threat to many streams and ponds with their trampling and waste. The UT researchers wanted to create buffer zones of vegetation along the creek banks to keep livestock contained in certain areas. It protects the watershed from E. coli and other contaminants.
So we're protecting that stream bank quite a bit by just giving them limited access. We're not playing the game of total elimination, but we feel like that will have an effect on water quality.
Besides the obvious benefit of cleaner water, these zones also protect creek banks from soil erosion, provide habitat for wildlife both in and out of the water, and may increase property values for landowners. But how do you keep cattle from doing what cattle do naturally? How about plant a tree?
This is a loblolly pine that's actually completely bent over from the storm. You can see the water flow is this way.
Dr. David Merker planted some 600 trees along the banks of Jones Creek. Pine, red and white oak, and yellow poplars. But the floodwaters weren't too kind to them.
We've got about a foot of stone that's been deposited on top of the seedlings that I've already planted through here. And so that tells you the amount of force to be able to move rocks this size that far.
But Merker says many of these tough little trees were not underwater long and should survive and grow. The harsh floodwaters are gone, and researchers can now get back to the business of keeping Jones Creek clean.
I have faith in a leaf.
This is Chuck Denney reporting.